The task here was to create a home, kind of HQ for Will & Co that allowed the brand to have some spatial ID, this sort of brand activation with a real-time need to show people how the brand can be executed and show people what the product looks like. Given that we're a beach brand, given that this is the embodiment of Bondi, we always had this sort of sense that the cafe should not have really hard edges, that it should sort of blur, and that you could stand outside the cafe and talk to someone who was inside. So in conceiving our version of Will & Co, we said there's enough of that kind of broken, patinaed casualness to make us know where we've come from, but this brand's got to be about innovation, about looking forward, and we had to put some new technology and some new product around that. One of the responses that we took to the brief was that although Will & Co was synonymous with the kind of white painted brick, sitting on milk crates, like kind of wet board shorts, is that we thought that was important to understand the brand, but we didn't think it was the critical thing to take the brand forward. We have all these operable garage doors, and the garage doors I think are a kind of cue to that relaxed skater sort of DNA where they can crank up, they feel really unprecious, and you can feel sort of like you're just sitting on the footpath, or you can talk to people who are. On the other elevation, which is the Gould Street elevation, we conceived it more like a kind of coffee counter where you have operable windows and you sit at a bench. In both cases, what we were trying to do is to make a theatre of the internal space. At the rear of the venue, we raised the floor level, so there's a kind of level change so that the guys at the back can sit at their computers in the workroom, looking down on the space. The whole tenancy revolves around this central acrylic island, which is held on this kind of blue steel legs, and it lets the light through and it's sort of transparent. Another product that we were really fascinated to see how it would work was this dichroic film, which changes colour depending on which angle you're in. This is an exploration, as much as it was for us as it was for the Will & Co guys. This is an opportunity for them to hold their brand, to give them a space, to show the public what its brand stands for.